What is up, guys? Welcome to another video once again. Welcome to Cars with Shami. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Umpo Mahlangu, otherwise known as Shami, and I am your favorite motoring car reviewer. So as always, if you're new, like I said, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the home of all things cars. So this week, as you can see, we've got the biggest, the baddest, the grandest. We've got the 2024 Mercedes-Benz G400d, and my oh my, this is a very, very amazing car, and I'm gonna tell you all that you need to know about it. So first things first, I think styling wise, let's get it like off the bat. Like, this car looks absolutely amazing. Like, yes, it's a very boxy car, very boxy, like, you know, like a box on wheels, but somehow it just looks so good. Like, I don't know, and I can't seem to find any fault in how this car looks. Obviously, styling is very subjective. That is my opinion, but I'm pretty sure 99.99999% of you guys would also agree with that statement. So obviously, the G-Wagon has kept more or less the same shape for many, many years. I mean, we've always loved the G-Wagon, you know. It's always been a very cool car, very appealing car, very gangster car, you know, and especially in this spec where you have it in the all black, you know, black body, black wheels with the silver trimmings on the inside, dark tinted windows. I mean, geez, I'm pretty sure my neighbors must have thought that I sell some kinds of substances. But anyway, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But anyway, so the car looks really, really good. Up front, you've got the daytime running lights, LED, of course. They also do have auto functionality where they can, or the matrix LED functionality where they can essentially brighten up the road and blank out certain parts. We're all familiar with that now, so that's quite nice to see. Obviously, like I mentioned, the 20-inch alloys look really, really good, and they've also got some thick tire walls, so they do add comfort as well. And then obviously you can also see some of these different styling elements like across the doors and around the body of the car and on the spare wheel at the back. So this is the 45-year edition, hence you're seeing all of these, you know, so it's a nice little touch. Obviously an optional extra. Not sure if I would spec it, because it is quite costly, but it does look quite cool. But I mean, it's a G-Wagon, guys. Look, it looks cool enough. Like, it doesn't need anything over and above what it already has, you know. So that is quite cool. Jumping inside, you're met with a pretty much modern, but at the same time quite dated interior. So you've got a steering wheel from maybe previous gen Mercedes-Benz's. So it's obviously got the physical buttons all over, opposed to the new steering wheels that we currently get, with the touch capacitive buttons on either side. So obviously the left one controls the left infotainment system, and then the right one controls the one in front of you. So two digital instrument or digital screens. Your instrument cluster in front of the driver is quite clear. Both of them are quite clear, actually, very crisp, very bright, and obviously customizable to some extent as well. And then, there's an accident. Wow. Yikes. Airbags. Yikes. That is a write-off. Yikes. Anyway, so obviously the controls, the screens are very customizable, and then the screen on the left hand side is very dated. It is very, very, very dated. I can't stress enough how dated it looks. I mean, when I started reviewing cars, that system was not even in cars then, and this was like 5-6 years ago. So very, very dated. But again, the the G-Wagon is quite dated in its own. So we are expecting a new model next year. Hopefully that has improved, but you do have this swivel wheel over here. Like, I mean, if you guys remember this is old. Like, I think these were like 2014, 2013 Mercedes-Benz models, and I guess this G-Wagon, this shape has been around since then. So can't really fault it much, but I do think that over the years, as the facelifts came around, they could have done a bit more to update it. But anyway, I don't think there's even Apple CarPlay. I've tried to connect, but I don't think there is any. So you've only got Bluetooth connectivity, no smartphone mirroring. Obviously, that can be a bit of a deal breaker on this car, but I don't know. Can it actually? No, it can't. I'm lying. But yeah, that's the infotainment system. So obviously you've got your dials over here, your controls over here, your off-road controls for all your different differentials that you can lock or engage and disengage. You've got your turban style air vents, and you've got a number of physical buttons. One of the benefits of this car, being dated as it is, it still has physical buttons, which I absolutely adore, because all cars these days just have everything chucked into the infotainment screen, which is just boring if you ask me. But anyway, that is quite nice to see. You've got a nice little clock over there. Overall, the cabin is quite spacious. It feels really, really premium. I mean, everywhere you touch, there's leather. It just feels very, very premium. You know, yes, it feels so good. Burmester audio system, which sounds, it sounds so good. Oh, it sounds so good. It sounds amazing. Like, words cannot explain how good this Burmester system sounds. And obviously you've got some more premium touches like these door inserts over here. Obviously your LED or ambient lighting, which we love in Mercedes cars, lights up the whole car like a disco, I don't know. But yeah, everything just looks very, very good. I'm going to pull over right now. One of my favorite features about the G-Wagon is shucks. I know, very childish, very childish, but the oral pleasure that you get from the door closing is just so nice. I mean, I can't get over it. Like, every chance I get, I'll just be opening the door and just closing it, like every single chance I get. So that is also quite unique to the G-Wagon. Obviously you've got the exposed door hinges also. So a lot of people obviously have been getting into this car and, you know, they're like, why is this door not closing properly? And it's like, it's a G, you know, you kind of have to, you know, bang it. But anyway, this car is really, really great on the inside. Lots of space in the front, storage wise, space wise, and even in the back seats. You know, you've got loads of space in the back seats as well. The boot is plenty big. I mean, you can chuck a whole bunch of stuff in there, so that's really quite cool. Under the bonnet of this G400 diesel, you've got a 2.9 liter straight six turbo diesel, which is very, very, very strong. It pulls like a train. So I really, really quite like that engine. Efficiency wise, I've been averaging about 11, 12 liters to the 100, which is honestly not that bad. I mean, it's a G-Wagon. Like, if you're actually going to be worried about fuel consumption in the G-Wagon, then you know what, it's actually not for you, and you should just maybe look at something else which is smaller. But anyway, so very strong engine. It's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Very seamless, very, 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 very smooth, buttery smooth, if I can say, actually. And yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the engine and transmission pairing. So the engine produces 243 kilowatts and 700 newton meters of torque. Yeah, a lot. Like, you will not be feeling like you're wanting for more. Like, you just will not. Like, this car is just extremely punchy. So really, really great benefits over there. I'm quite happy about that. I like that, you know, like. Yeah. G-Wagon, papa. So that's the engine. Obviously it drives very nicely, extremely comfortable. It soaks up road imperfections so well. Like, it's actually quite ridiculous how well this car soaks up road imperfections. And that's coming back to my point earlier about the 20-inch rims. They're not like massive 22s or 23s where you'll be feeling every single bumps or every single bump in the road. So that's quite nice, and it absorbs everything quite nicely. It's comfortable, you know, it's very, very refined in here. I mean, I can barely hear what's happening on the outside. You've got these thick windows as well. You know, I think they're double glazing. I could be wrong, but very, very thick windows are obviously insulating you quite a lot. But also, yeah, it's just a very refined cabin. You know, like, you just feel cocooned in here. Obviously, at highway speeds, you do get the odd or some wind noise, but it's, come on, it's honestly forgivable, and 99.9% of the time you'll be banging Burmester, the audio system, so you won't even notice that. So yeah, that's that. So price wise, this G400 diesel starts from 3.3 million rand. This is the 45-year edition, so that does take it up to about 3.7 million, which, if you ask me, is actually it's a G-Wagon, and I'm going to go and say it is a steal for this car. You're getting a lot of car, and I mean, it's premium. It's a G-Wagon. Like, I kind of feel like some cars don't need much of an explanation. Like, it's a G-Wagon. It is a G-Wagon. And I just noticed something just now. So whenever you're going around a corner, these bolsters on the sides of the seat actually, so if I'm turning left, the bolster on the right will sort of engage and hug my body. So it kind of like keeps me in place, which is like this really, really serene feeling. Like, I can't explain it, but it essentially keeps you in place, and it's just so amazing. Like, oh my gosh. I went to Mamilodi the other day with my mates to get some food, and the eyes that this car brings, the attention, like, people just be breaking their necks. Like, that's how good this car looks, you know. Like, people love this car, people adore this car, like, words just cannot explain. So 3.7 million rand, I mean, damn, for this car, I think it's really like well warranted. Like, oh wow, there are some cops there giving me a little a little smile and thumbs up. I mean, it's a G-Wagon, guys. What do you expect? It's a G-Wagon. But anyway, that's it from me and the G400 diesel, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this car. You know, would you buy this, or would you buy some other luxury SUVs? Let me know, where are you spending your 4 million, let's say, more or less. But me personally, G-Wagon. 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 Anyway, as always, you do know that if you want to get a quote for your car, you got to check out Naked. Very quick, very easy to get a quote from there in under 90 seconds, and you've got a quote. And who knows, you might save a couple of $100. So checking them out in the link below. But anyway, that is it from me and the G400 once again. I've absolutely enjoyed spending time with this car. And as always, let me know what you'd like me to review next, and I will do my best to do it. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers!